So I start off first and foremost by mentioning al-umratu ila-al-umrati kafaratun lima baynahuma wal-hajj al-mabrur laysa lahu jaza' illa al-jannah. Hadith which is mentioned in Bukhari and Muslim muttafaqun alayh, where the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, from one umrah to the other umrah is expiation of the sins in between. And al-hajj al-mabrur, there is no lesser reward than Jannah itself. A lot of the ulama, they start off with this hadith and then they say, what is it that is required for you to receive that Hajj al-Mabrur? Because that is the ultimate aim. Let's get it straight, my brothers and my sisters, that you spending your wealth and you going through what you go through is purely because of you want Jannah. That's what it is. Hajj al-Mabrur, you don't want any lesser reward than Jannah itself. So to receive that Hajj al-Mabrur, there are conditions. So the ulama, they always start off, they say, أن يتخلص من الشرك والبدع. That before going, you're already tuned and you already are acquainted with the methodology and the manhaj of being muwahhideen, people who are people of Tawheed. There is no shirk whatsoever connected. And this is general to any of our ibadah. But likewise with Hajj. Because when Hajj was first legislated all that time ago, when Allah Azza wa Jal spoke to his Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam, when Allah mentions in the Quran, وَإِذْ بَوَّعْنَا لِلْإِبْرَاهِيمَ مَكَانِ الْبَيْتِ أَلَّا تُشْرِكَ بِيَ شَيْئًا. That when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said to Ibrahim, and when we informed Ibrahim and showed him the sacred spot, that land, meaning where the Kaaba was, then the command came, أَلَّا تُشْرِكْ بِيَ شَيْئًا. Do not ascribe any partners with me. And then Allah Azza wa Jal commanded Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam to make the call. And Ibrahim answered by saying, but who will come? Allah Azza wa Jal then informed, he mentioned in the hadith that you call, then leave the coming of the people to me. So this is why in the talbiyah itself, when you say labbaik Allahumma labbaik, is here I am answering to the call. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions وَطَهِّرْ بَيْتِي. Then he mentions sanctify my home. لِلطَّائِفِينَ وَالْقَائِمِينَ. For those who will circulate and perform the tawaf around the Kaaba. قَائِمِينَ, those who stand and establish the prayer. وَرُكَّعِ السُّجُودِ, and then they bow and then they prostrate. So right from the very first command of the connection with the Bayt al-Haram, the command is of Tawheed. So it is imperative, my brothers and my sisters, that who are listening, that when you are going on this great journey, that you should be focused on having Tawheed. Because if that Tawheed is not established, then your actions, they will be rejected. لَإِنْ أَشْرَكْتَ لَيَحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلُكَ وَلَتَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. As Allah Azza wa Jalla has mentioned in the Quran, speaking and addressing his messenger, that if you was to ascribe partners, or if you was to do any form of shirk, then it will nullify your deeds. This is extremely, extremely important. That my brothers and my sisters, that you should educate your family. You should educate your elders. Because many go to such a blessed place and an opportunity for their sins to be forgiven, an opportunity just in 5 days for them to reach Jannah, it is thrown away from the get-go. Because individuals that do not know about the Tawheed, they do not know about the Sunnah, and without these being present, then regardless how much they insert in effort, it will be of no avail. So that is the first thing that needs to be focused. Allah Azza wa Jalla has mentioned in the Hadith al-Qudsi, أَنَا أَغْنِيَ شُرَكَاءَ عَنِ الشِّرْكِ مَنْ عَمَلَ عَمَلًا أَشْرَكَ مَعِي فِيهِ غَيْرِي تَرَكْتُهُ وَشِرْكُهُ. Look what Allah Azza wa Jalla has mentioned in this hadith Hadith al-Qudsi, when it mentions that if someone was to ascribe partners or have any form of shirk in their actions, Allah Azza wa Jal is not in need of that. Allah will leave him and his shirk. That is all actions. So that is the first thing that should be tuned for us, our mothers and our fathers and our sisters and our brothers. Educate them regarding, yes, you're going on this tremendous journey, but it must be Tawheed and free of any shirk.